Have you ever thought about how you say a word? It feels like, boom, brain, mouse done. Instant, automatic, zero brain cells required. But the truth is, your brain is doing so much more behind the scenes. Like a tiny office full of overworked employees parading around, trying to get your sentence out before you even notice it's happening. Before any word leaves your mouth, your brain completes 3 hidden steps in less than a second. Today, we're slowing everything down and opening the backstage of speech to see how your brain transforms thoughts into words. Let's start with the very beginning, the moment before language even exists. If you want to say, I'm hungry, your brain doesn't start with a letter, or sound, or grammar. It starts with a feeling. Empty stomach, low energy, I need food now. This is step 1, meaning. The what do I want to express stage. It's pure intention, just the raw message you want the world to understand. It feels effortless, but it's actually the foundation of everything you say. Scientists call this stage conceptualization. It means your brain is gathering the idea you want to express. You can imagine a bunch of little knots lighting up, like empty stomach, tired, need food. All knots connect and point you towards one coherent concept, hungry. Before any word appears, your brain has already shaped the meaning. Next, your brain has to turn that idea into actual language. So it has to answer a simple question. What's the word for it? This step is called formulation, and it's where your brain takes the raw idea and starts searching for the word that can express it. This is where things get magical. You have tens of thousands of words stored in your mind and all sitting there quietly, and yet when you want to say something like hungry, the right word appears almost instantly. During formulation, your brain is doing 2 main things. Activating related words like hungry, starving, tired, snack, lunch, and narrowing down which one best matches your idea. It happens so fast that it feels like the word just pops into your mind, but underneath that moment is a whole competition between words that sound similar, mean similar things, or live close to each other in your mental dictionary. And this is where scientists have 2 different explanations for how brain picks the right words from all the possible options. One influential explanation sees the whole process as a series of steps, a kind of pipeline your brain moves through when choosing a word. This view is called the serial stage model, and it imagines speaking as a very organized workflow, from meaning to word and to sound. Information moves in one direction and forward only, no going back. The key idea here is selection. When you want to say hungry, your brain doesn't just activate that one word. It also activates related candidates like hungry, starving, tired, snack, lunch, and then it selects one before it moves on to the sound stage. It's neat, logical, and very step by step. The second model says, nope, the brain is not that tidy. In the interactive activation model, information flows both ways. Meaning can activate words and sounds. Sounds can activate words, and words can even feed back into your meaning. Basically, everything influences everything. And in this model, there is no single selection moment. Instead, the word that becomes the most activated simply wins, almost like a popularity contest happening inside your brain. This idea explains a lot of funny mistakes we make, like saying cup of coffee instead of cup of coffee, or he put a pant instead of a plant. These aren't random mistakes. They happen because sounds influence words, words influence meanings, and activation is moving in all directions at the same time. It's a little chaotic, but honestly, so is our everyday speech. Slip of tongues, tip of tongue moments, tongue twisters, all of that reflects that interactive process. After all these processes, no matter whether your brain works in neat stage or everything activates at once, the result is the same. A word becomes active enough to be spoken. And once that word is chosen, your brain moves on to the final step. It has to turn that word into sound. Every word becomes a sequence of tiny phonological units. Your tongue shape, your lip, your breath timing, all of that is planned before you even open your mouth. And then, with one small breath, the word appears. Meaning, words, sounds, all the 3 steps are happening so fast, you don't even get a chance to notice. You can imagine as I'm recording this video and explaining these steps, my brain is also doing this process instantly for every single word to make sure I'm producing everything correctly. Maybe you are wondering, which model is correct? Here's the twist. Both, and also neither. The serial stage model explains speaking when we are careful, deliberate, or planning ahead. The interactive activation model explains speaking when we are fast, distracted, or making errors. Human speech isn't one fixed system. It's flexible, sometimes structured, sometimes messy and overlapping, sometimes predictable, and sometimes surprising. The 2 models aren't competing. They're like two different windows, each showing us a part of the same beautiful, complicated process of how we turn thoughts into words.
This is Lumi Center, bring you the science behind language. If you enjoy this kind of content, don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's keep the conversation going.